Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to the Armory. Welcome to 5-Tier Podcast. Welcome to X. Hope everyone is doing well. Welcome to Arsenal News on a Friday night. Obviously, we did one Wednesday. Was meant to be Tuesday. Other things came up. So, yeah, we're doing Friday night as usual. So let's have a look at the comments. Big up to Geeks saying, oh, I like this. Hit the lime. We're going for a bit of a tonic, kind of a cocktail look with Geeks tonight. Hit the like and subscribe buttons and support a fellow Gooner and join a great community. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate it. Tamina, yeah, as I said back in January, Zubimendi was going to be joining us, and he's now here. Rodrigo joining Arsenal and Gyökeres. Yeah, I've got to be really careful how I say this because people would clip me. Rodrigo is a huge possibility. Gyökeres, I'll talk about him shortly. And again, Hato, I'll also be talking about very shortly as well. Arsenal getting 2 strikers this summer. I'll talk about this as well. Partey leaving, who is replacing Partey. I'll talk about that in a minute. Other players, I'll talk about that in a minute. Big up to Melanie saying good evening, Bobby. Big up to TE saying yield is a concrete option. I wasn't going to talk about him, but I will say that we have scouted him very heavily and we do like him and we wanted him before he went to Juventus. So he's definitely on the list, but not at the top of the list. Mainly because of his price. I think it's like 70, 80 million quid. It's a lot of money they want, and we ain't paying that. For his age, we're not paying that. Big up to Neil. Hope you're doing well. Big up Bobby, 48 hours, he said. Just joking, mate. Well, I was hoping, Simba. I was hoping. But I've got some positive news tonight, so that's always good. Afternoon, Bobby. Dave here from New York City. Fan base are easy to trigger, which cracks me up. We need to stay calm and away from the noise. I'll get on to why we need to do exactly that in a minute, Dave. Big up to you in the Big Apple. Another week of nothing from Arsenal. Great. Well, all I would say is Arsenal have unpinned their tweet because there will be an announcement either tonight, over the weekend, Monday. Has been media today and yesterday. So, yeah, this week hasn't been totally pointless, but I'll explain why shortly. Big up to Andy QQQ. Good at Arsenal 10 for Isaac. Is he on the market? No, he's not on the market. And I do say currently. The only way Isaac leaves is if he demands it. And it's going to have to be a forceful demand because Newcastle want 150 plus for him. And no one's going to pay that. No one. Only clubs are going to pay max 110, 120 for him, in my opinion. So he's going to have to force that move if he wants it. Does it complicate us? Could do. I'll be honest, it could do. But we'll see if that ever happens. But at the moment, I don't see it happening because he is a very nice guy. So yeah, I don't see it happening. Big up to G. Saying Rodrigo is a huge possibility. It is at the moment. It is at the moment, mate. Yes. Huge possibility. Big up to Chris. He's loving life at the moment, being a Liverpool fan. As Sesko and Gyökeres been sighted, says Jeremy Paul Aventure. You'll find out soon enough. Bobby, Quinton Timber, any truth in it? Yes. You know me, I do yes or no's. There is no grey with me. Agumi is the one that is the most likely, but Quinton Timber is definitely someone that it's possible as well. We'll love some good news today. Well, I'm hoping Arsenal drops some news because we've got, as I've said all along, Lewis Skelly signed new contract, Maneri signed new contract, Saliba signed new contract, Saka signed new contract. None of those have been released yet. Then you've got Zubimendi, who has passed his medical today. everything is now finalised, so just waiting for it. We signed Zubameni for the 10th time, yes. Zubi doo is the announcement, says Chris. Big up to Temi, big up to Mohammed saying Hato. We'll get on to Hato in a minute. Evening, Bobby has. I promise, but we'll talk about these in a minute. You think Arteta ruined the wage bill with Havertz and Jesus? Not really. Jesus was on a high wage anyway. Havertz was on a high wage as well. So not necessarily our fault entirely. I never understood the Havertz signing. Everyone knows how much I love him, but I've never understood it. Didn't make sense. Especially with what we're doing this summer, it makes absolutely no sense. But yeah, I don't think it's totally our fault, if I'm honest. They were both on big wages anyway. Agumi in if Party leaves. We'll talk about Party in a minute. Good evening to Frank. Mate, I bet you're loving life. No worries, Melanie. Bobo, big up to John. I'll never forgive that Liverpool fan for singing Super. Yes. What's his? Is that the Anfield something in it? Anfield Agenda or something? I don't even. Yeah, I know who you're on about, but I can't think of the dude. The show he does. Is the Leeds United game moved to Sunday 2 p.m.? I'll be honest, Mohammed. That there's a possibility it has, but I couldn't tell you offhand without looking it up. But there's a big possibility it has been. But because Arsenal Leeds is actually quite a big game for people that have been Arsenal fans 80s, 90s. Arsenal Leeds is always quite a tasty match. So it's definitely one I definitely want to watch. Versus has thankfully passed his medical, so it's now starting to feel real. No more Fekir chaos. It's done, mate. Chill. What do you think about Carlos Cuesta leaving? Arsenal knew about it for 6 months. There will be a new guy coming in. Big up to Dylan. What's up, Bobby? Is it more likely a centre forward deal will be done in July? We'll get onto that in a minute. Thank you very much. I knew it was something like that. Is our winger forward cam player or players we're getting currently in the EPL? How do I answer this carefully? You will probably see one signing from the EPL, other than Kepa, obviously. You'll probably see another one from the EPL, and then the rest are not. Is there still? Oh, sorry, my bad. I moved the slide there. Is there still hope for Gittins? Gittins is still there, but we're kind of very invested in one specific player at the moment, so we'll wait and see what happens with him. Big up to Dean saying, evening, Bobby, 50 million on Hato. We love to spend on defenders. I think it's a very, very wise move, personally, on Hato. Is there anything in that Madueke news? We've scouted him. He's liked by us. Is he a high priority? No. Does he fit in with what we would need to do with homegrown players? Yes. Is it possible? Possible. It's possible. I wouldn't say it's definitely going to happen. It's definitely not going to happen. So, has something changed in Rodrigo's situation to upgrade him? There's a huge possibility. Kind of. We will know more. What's the date today? 20th. In about 10 to 12 days, which is doable for us, and we're happy with that kind of time frame. So is Santi taking CC Roll's coaching spot? There is a possibility that we know the person coming in. Just got to wait and see. No one's definite at the moment, but there is possibility we know him. Any news on the PSV? I'm assuming you're on about Bakayoko. So Bakayoko is obviously kind of got a small price tag. Again, it all depends on homegrown situations. I personally like Bakayoko. For people that watch the PSV match previews, I love Bakayoko. He's one of those players I was like, yeah, I like him. And it's extremely cheap. So yeah, one to watch out for. I definitely don't rule it out. Big up to DWTT. Let's just hang on 2 seconds. Oh, my blooming laptop's gone all mental there. It's Roger's mate, says Neil. Feel sorry for Bobby having to answer questions on transfer. It's like asking politicians questions. Actually, yeah, I do. To be fair, I go yeah or no. I don't. No more, says Menany. Anyone who scouts Madueke and likes him should be sacked. I'll be honest, Tim. I liked him before he went to Chelsea. For me, I ignored the Chelsea situation. Before he went to Chelsea, I was like, yeah, that kid's special. And the reason I rate him highly is because I watch him at the under-21s. He is something different, and he gives you something different. He comes on that pitch and gives it. He doesn't just go backwards, forwards, sideways. He just goes for it, and I like that. Can you name specific left winger we are in for? Can I name the specific left winger? I can name a couple. I can name a couple, but what we're focused on at the moment is getting the right one, and who we want is Rodrigo. There's no surprise by that. That is our main target. We've got a left winger locked in that isn't Rodrigo, and there's a couple of other left wingers that, if situations change, we might go for them too. But Rodrigo is our main target for obvious reasons. Edwards done a madness again on selling Kwanzaa. Right move for Kwanzaa. It was him or Gomez. Gomez, I'll be honest, Chris, looks like he's leaving too, mate. It's not just Kwanzaa. I've heard that Gomez is leaving too. So I don't know what's happening there, but a lot of people have got it very lost with Kwanzaa. Yes, it's a very good price you're getting for Kwanzaa. He is worth 28 million pounds market value, and you're also doing a deal with Leverkusen. And for the accounts for both teams, it suits both teams to get some kind of financial cleverness done within the transfers. So it suits both teams if the prices aren't exactly what they should be by doing something different with other things, if that makes sense. I know it probably doesn't, but let's just say it helps both teams' accounts, the moves that have been made. Don't want to see the BTEC Slovenia Madueke anywhere near my club. Does the departure of Party let us explore Martinelli's sale? We'll get on to Martinelli. He is a talking point tonight. After Kepa, no more Chelsea players, says Mohammed. Rather have Kudu. Evenings all. We need to make a bigger statement at Liverpool, Man City. Please, guys, fans from Gunners. We're going to make a statement. Now, if are all Arsenal fans going to be happy? Probably not. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. For me to say the window was good, I wanted 8 signings. Striker, left winger, right winger, cam, CDM, left back, centre back, goalkeeper. I'll be honest, Chris, it's doable. We've got targets for each of those positions. Each of those. It's doable, Chris. We do need a little bit of luck on our side, and we'll get onto that in a minute, but we do need a little bit of luck. Link to Rodrigo and Leao end up with Perisic on loan. He's going to... Where's he going to? Oh, Christ. He's off somewhere, isn't he, Perisic? Can't think where he's going now. Link to Chris. That honestly, Demi, I know. I know you're someone that's always thinking of the dark side, but I promise we'll get a good striker in. Finally, Subidoo, now Rodrigo. Oh, Christ, I'd not have thought of that. Jesus Christ, Elliot. You know that's going to be sung in the bloody stands if that happens. God. Slot is on a sunbed. Don't blame him, dude. Oh my God, Bobby, I need the striking news. I'm dying here. I'll get onto it shortly, I promise, but you know me, I like to get through all the comments as well. So you keep putting the comments in. I won't get onto the news yet. I can tell you that now. Slot did this at Feyenoord. To be fair, according to Feyenoord fans, he didn't mess around. No, he didn't. He was a very good coach. It's like, yeah, it's great. Striker signs when. We'll get onto that shortly. What position likely will be signed first? Out of defender, winger, or forward? Jeez. Gee, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I'm going to go with defender. I'll be honest. Let Bobby go with the updates. I know at this rate, I'm going to be ending the stream because I'm limited to time. So, Arsenal fans ever happy? Unfortunately, it's not just Arsenal fans; it's every fan base. They all seem to have something to be. I'll be honest; I'll be hard pressed to find a Liverpool fan that's not happy right now. Do you think we'll announce Zubi like Liverpool's announcing Verts today? Well, Arsenal have unpinned their top tweet, so it could be tonight. It could be Monday. I very much doubt it'll be over the weekend, if I'm honest. A bit stupid. But you never know. We need to buy Gyökeres and Sesko, says Jeremy. Seems like this is Hato season, true or false. We'll get on to Hato very shortly. Vert's now officially announced by the club. There you go, 7 o'clock. Right, so there's a good chance Arsenal might announce tonight as well then. Right, let's get on with it. Right, I want to talk about Berta very, very quickly. Now, the reason I need to talk about him is because everything was meant to be done. Everything was done regarding the plan. However, something obviously changed. Obviously, we all know what that is. Thomas Partey is more likely to leave than he is to stay at the moment. So we had to change a couple of little bits. And there's a situation occurring behind the scenes, which we may change someone that's locked in to change it to someone else. So there's still some things that are not as clear as we thought they were. So we're going to wait. We're going to be patiently waiting. I think next week will be very pivotal. And I think we will definitely get some positive news over the next 2 weeks for big signings. We want 80% of our business done by August. So everything pretty much done in July. There'll be a little couple of bits to do in August, not much. So it's just playing the game at the moment. And but he is a mad genius because he has set this up. He doesn't only just think like 1 or 2 steps ahead. He thinks like 20 steps ahead. I would not want to play him at chess, that's for certain. So, yeah, he is a mad genius, and we've got the right man. This is why I'm still very, very positive about our window, because he is a mad genius. So I'm excited. We announced Berta on a Sunday afternoon. That was, I don't know what that was about. That was the weirdest thing ever to do. It was during the season as well, wasn't it? At the end of the day, Arsenal have unpinned their tweet, so we can announce it anytime we want now. But it might not even necessarily be Subimendi. It could be Lewis Skelly, because all the official things have been done for both of those. So who knows? Would be perfect PR for Arsenal to announce. Yeah, it would. It would be actually, obviously, for the whole situation with Liverpool. It would be quite comical, in all fairness. But hey ho. Anyway, okay, so we're going to quickly talk about Hato. Hato could be happening. We are in deep discussions. Everything looks pretty good. And I do expect Hato at the club. There's only a couple of competitions. One weirdly is Liverpool and the other is Chelsea. But I don't see major issues personally. I think Hato has a clear vision with Arsenal. He knows what we'll be asking of him. and I would be very, very happy with the signing personally. This one will happen fairly quick. I don't think there'll be too much of delay on this one. It definitely won't be played around in the media, because it's just not like, what's the best way of saying it? Doesn't have flashing bells on it. You know, it's just, you know, Hato is an extremely good defender, and I personally love him, but I do see it happening. I'll be honest, Timber has had a lot to do with some of the stuff that we've been doing behind the scenes. I do like the fact that we've got a lot of agents who play for us. It's quite very good. Yeah, it's so interesting how many agents we've actually got playing for our club. But yeah, Timber's had a lot to do with Hato. So hopefully we get Hato over the line. I do see it happening. We'll wait and see. Obviously, the show will be done twice a week, so I'll update every chance I can. Striker situation. Obviously, as I've said, Sesko is locked in. So currently, Sesko will be on number 9. But did you notice I said currently more than once? As I said, there's been developments behind the scenes. We'll wait and see if he stays in the green. Now, there is a possibility. I have said the tiniest possibility, so please listen to this part, and I hope you can listen. I'm even going to bring my microphone really close so you can hear me very clearly. There is the tiniest possibility that we get Sesko and Gyökeres. Tiniest. Okay, everyone got that? Tiniest possibility. So let's just wait and see. We should know, because currently a lot of players are still on holiday. So this is why a lot of people are just recycling news at the moment. Nothing new. So yeah, let's have a look. Of course, there's no delay because we don't waste time with defenders. The attackers are the problem. Well, I'll be honest, the defender was quite a priority anyway. As I said, it was one of the positions we were targeting anyway. This is the bit that's going to freak people out. It wouldn't shock me if we get 2 defenders in. I'll be honest. It wouldn't. It wouldn't. Right. This is what it won't shock me with. Right. We get a goalkeeper, 2 defenders, 2 midfielders, and 3 forwards. It will not shock me. Okay, so just beware. Like I said, Berta's a madman. He's not just slightly mad, he's mental. So let's just see what happens. We're going to ride the tide. Obviously, a lot of things need to happen for all this to happen, and we'll get onto that in a minute. But yeah, so yeah, there is a possibility that Sesko and Gyökeres come in. Yeah, Quinton Timber is not top of the list, but is in our list. Hato is a top young defender. Happy to have him. So will I, personally. We're linked to Gay and Lukeva. Collins on the list too for us. Gay, he makes sense. Palace will need to accept lower price than 70 million for him 1 year left. They will. Chris, I'll be honest, I think it's going to be Gay anyway. We got to Tyler saying, hi, Bobby, good evening. Hope you've had a good day. Any chances of Ides joining? He's someone that we've looked at before. We have still looked at, but the price is a massive problem, and we are kind of looking elsewhere. But Yildiz is still in our list of targets. At the moment, we're on rampage and transfer, and I'm trying to pinch myself to say it's made, isn't it? What I would say, I don't know if you've been following it, Chris. It's quite funny, actually. I got sent some clips of the Boston Red Sox fans are absolutely gunning for Liverpool, because obviously, for people that don't know, FSG own Red Sox as well, and they've traded like one of their best players for like garbage, basically what they're saying. Mainly because it looks like Liverpool are getting all the finance from FSG. It's hilarious. What will now happen to Jesus and Ghostface? Jesus is a wait to see at the end of the window. Havertz, don't see him going anywhere, I'll be honest. My dream comes true that Sesko, well, that would be a lot of people's dreams, personally. If we sign Hato, what does that mean for Skelly? Midfield, simple. Who the other defender? We'll wait and find out, Mohammed. It won't be like a big name signing, or we'll say that. I don't see it being a big name. The Keba never made sense as we were after homegrown centre back. Yeah, exactly. A lot of homegrown quotas need to be kept an eye on as well. Right, let's talk about Thomas Partey now. It does look more likely that Thomas Partey will be leaving than staying now. We're getting into the final part of June. His contract runs out at the end of June. Unless he changes his ways or Arsenal decide to up it a little bit, which I don't see personally. I just don't see the financial sense of it. We will most likely buy a new midfielder. As I've said, Agumi is the one that we would really like, which is doable, but there are other options. But Agumi, we have started speaking to Seville about Agumi. So it's a wait and see and wait and find out. 100% so am I, mate. Frimpong and Kirkes, I knew were 100%. Verts, I was like, no chance. I know, it's mad, isn't it? If Hato joins, I see Kivior being sold and have Gabriel Calafiori left centre back and Skelly Hato left back. Kivior is a wait to see. People know the price. If they want to buy him, they pay the price. Simple as that. Big up to Damalaire saying, just joined. Have I missed much? Kind of. I have no issue with people rewinding, by the way. And Geeks, I'm assuming that's where you're starting from as well. So Partey is leaving. Percentage charge. It was 50-50 the other day. I'd say it's more 60-40 that he's going to be leaving now, I'll be honest. Mohammed, you are a very wise man, mate. That is very, very possible. Because Sambi wants to go back to Seville. Seville want him, not willing to pay the price, but I'm sure they'll take him as part of a part exchange for Agumi. So, yeah. I know we are paying Leverkusen installments over the years. We got Verts. That's how we do it normally. Yeah. Yeah. And look, Leverkusen, fine with that. A lot of the German clubs are. A lot of people forget that installments are the way that people pay. It's not 110 million quid in one payment. You'll find that with Premier League teams, not in Europe. They're absolutely fine with installments normally. Is Agumi? Yep, definitely for me. Bobby, remember that summer we were linked with Cavani and Higuain only to end up with Sanogo? Yes. Yes. Don't worry. Not going to happen. Do I? Oh, jeez. Do I prefer Rodgers or Kudu? It's a tough one, that is. I'm going to have to go with my heart and stick with Kudu. I've always loved Kudu. And Kudu can do a lot more than what Rodgers can in terms of position. So he can actually be a DM as well as an attacking midfielder and also play on the right wing. And I love Rodgers, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love Rodgers. Right? He's a very good player, very talented. Just Kudu just excites me more. I don't know what it is, but Kudu just excites me more. But it's very close between both of them, if I'm honest. If not Gumi, I would like Buadi. Yeah. Again, someone else we have on our list, so don't worry. Our scouts are very good at doing what they do. The Kronkers have past history. Yes, well, don't worry. They will not. They will not be the reason that anything burns us this summer. Money is there. Money has already been signed off. It's now down to Berta. That is it. Did you notice I didn't say Mikel there? It's down to Berta now. Berta is doing an extremely good job right now. And I do expect it to go very, very well. Right, what else may happen? I think I've pretty much covered it now. With answering other questions and all that kind of stuff. I've kind of covered it, if I'm honest. So the final bit... why is not Colo Toure asking? Oh, where the hell's he gone? Oh, I can't remember where he's gone, Colo. Oh, God. If anyone can tell me in the comments, I know he's gone somewhere. I can't remember where he's gone recently. He's just gone somewhere, isn't he? Colo. Have we spoken on Rodrigo? Yes, we have, Elliot. You're more than well. Honestly, guys, if you want to rewind and watch from the beginning, that's absolutely fine. Big up to the 790 people currently watching. By all means, rewind and watch from the beginning. I have no issues with that whatsoever. When you say we have to wait and see if Sesko remains, is that for someone better or worse? That's it's all from your own perspective, because everyone knows how much I love Sesko. If someone says Sesko or Gyökeres, I'm saying Sesko. But some people will say it's better. I'm not going to say it's better or worse. I've got no issues with either. I just prefer Sesko. But there are things happening behind the scenes. We'll wait and see. So yeah. Big up to Luca. Hope you're doing well, Luca. How much do you see us spending to have a good window? It has to be at least 250. Yeah, that and more possible. Again, it does depend on this situation that I've got up now. Does Martinelli get sold? Now, price-wise, not an issue. Wage-wise, big issue. That is going to be the stumbling block. Can we get him out the door to someone that's going to pay his wages? I don't know. He could be a big stumbling block. I hope he's not, because I love Martinelli. Everyone knows I love Martinelli. He's one of my favourite players because he's a dirty winger. But for our plan to fully succeed, we kind of need him to go. And I just don't see where he goes at the moment, I'll be honest. What will Hato price be? I believe it's around the 40-45 million pound mark, I think. Let me just double check. See if I can get an actual price for you. Just give me a moment. Yeah, about around the 40 million pound mark. So yeah, that should be doable. Is there another centre forward on the list that you name if Sesko? There's actually quite a few. Now, some of them we haven't spoken to for quite a while, but doesn't mean it won't ever happen. Obviously, there's an Ollie Watkins possibility. There is quite a lot of possibilities. Sesko at the moment is in green. So he is the clear front runner to be our next number 9. However, there is a possibility growing that when Gyökeres comes back from holiday, now this is all like literally from Gyökeres' agent and the situation. When he gets back from holiday, he is going to speak to Lisbon and sort out a meeting to arrange that predetermined price that he can leave for, because Sporting Lisbon have not played fair. They have upped the price because they feel that the market value says they should be able to get more. I don't think that's fair, personally. Do you agree? If you, as far as I'm concerned, if you have a gentleman's agreement within football, you keep it. But hey ho. But yes, so when he gets back, there's going to be a little bit of a conversation, and we'll wait and see. So it could be interesting. Martinelli, for me, we should keep him squad depth, but we need a winger. This is the problem. It's all well and good saying, "Oh, we don't want to get rid of him. We don't want to get rid of him." But if we keep keeping people, we're never going to be able to bring people in, because at the end of the day, our wage bill is so high. We need to get rid of someone, and our wage bill was just getting higher and higher because we've got new contracts for players that exist now, and yeah, it's becoming a bit of a mess where we actually need to get some off the wage bill now. And Martinelli is definitely one of those we need to get off the wage bill, especially if we're going to be getting the likes of Rodrigo, because he will be demanding big wages, probably like 270, 280 mark, quite a lot. So yeah, it's going to be a big wad of money. So we kind of do need to get him out. So if you know anyone that wants to buy him and will pay his wages, please let me know. Gomez says he wants to stay, but it's up to the club and the ruthless transfer operations. Yeah, but I've heard that he could be going, mate. We'll wait and see, but he could stay, but who knows? But Arsenal fans getting sick of it. Is it Sesko? Well, I'll probably have an help tonight, to be fair. Thank you. I knew he was at somewhere. Can't trust agents at times. Oh, Jesus, trust me, talk about it. It's horrendous. Yoko's agent has proof back on their wall. Yes, correct. Basically, there is proof that this agreement was done. But yeah, Martinelli has sell-on value. He's worth selling as much on his day. Well, exactly. Trossard's not worth anything really, like 20, 25 million quid. Nothing really. Martinelli, pretty sure he's young enough to qualify for PSR as well. But yeah, we need to see what's happening. Hang on, why is the message not happening? Hang on. Oh, there we go. We need, me, I'm not a politician. Has there been response to the £65 billion bid? This is the one I'm obviously all about with on Wednesday. There has been no response. Weird, that, isn't it? I'm expecting there will be by Tuesday next week. So we'll wait and see what happens. But that is me done. I will be back, as I said, Tuesday. That is everything I can think about talking about right now. Let's see if this works. It doesn't really work. That'll do. I'm just going to go whitewater rafting. But I will be back on Tuesday. That's a possibility, but will Martinelli want to go? That there is going to Saudi is like Marmite. You either love it or you hate it, and there is a lot of players that want to get out there. So yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Thank you very much, Melanie. Appreciate it. But guys and girls, I'm out of here. I am in the rubber dinghy. I'm literally in it. It's beautiful. The reason I'm doing it is because it's so damn hot here. I just feel like there needs to be some kind of lovely water. Looks like your 6 coming true. Well, it could be more than 6, mate. I'll be honest, Elliot, but we'll wait and see. Big up to the 1,000 people watching. I'm out of here. Speak to you on Tuesday. Take care. Bye-bye.